YouTubers? Going camping. It's been a long time since I've been out camping, and looking forward to it. I can't even remember the last time I went camping. So looking forward to setting up camp, sitting by the campfire, and enjoying the evening. And there's only a maybe 30% chance of thunderstorms, so hopefully they'll be kept at bay. But yeah, really stoked about getting back, sitting around the fire. Since I've been down this trail, when I used to camp here a lot, this was always a trail me and my buddies would hike on. It goes right up to the campground. So wow, look at that beauty of the woods. Beautiful. Look at these are fresh deer tracks. And I just saw the deer bounding about 50 yards away. Didn't get it him or her on camera though. That was kind of cool though. If I remember correctly, me and my buddies used to do a lot of night hikes on this trail too. So I might do a night hike tonight too. I hope the rain doesn't come through. The chances are low, but you never know. And I set up my tent, but I don't have, for some reason, I don't know where the rain tarp is, so I took the rain tarp off of another tent that I brought two as a backup. And hopefully that'll hold if we get some. If it's just going to be a drizzle, it should be fine. But if we get a windy storm, I don't think it's going to hold really well. And I might have to end up sleeping in the truck, which is okay. Just I'm just hoping it just doesn't rain tonight or today. I don't mind it cloudy, but I just don't want to deal with the rain. Big orange fungus. There's lots of fungus among us in these woods. Wow, look at that old gnarly dead pine tree. And the usual reminder, last year's hurricanes. Big orange fungus. There's lots of fungus among us in these woods. Wow, look at that old gnarly dead pine tree. And the usual reminder, last year's hurricanes. We got some nice elevation on this trail. Should I go up that way or go down this way? I think I'll go this way. If I remember correctly, at some point down this trail, it's a prairie. But when it's in rainy season, it's a lake, but most of the year it's a dry prairie. But it's been so long, it's been years since I've been here, so I just remember going downwards on the trail, not upwards, so I think I'm on the right trail. Ugh. Too much brush here, I gotta walk carefully, I don't want any ticks. I guess this trail hasn't been used in a while. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go back. Yeah, I'm not going to walk through that with no bug spray. I guess I'll go back to that other trail that was a little bit behind me. That was going upwards. It looked a lot more sparse. On a horse trail, which are always nice to hike too. Try not to do it during certain times of the year when, you know, folks are riding horses and stuff, and I don't want to spook the horses. But there's not a lot of that in the summertime. It's more of a fall, winter, and spring use type of trail because the heat's really bad, you know, in the summertime, and you don't want to, you know, over stress the horses with limited water sources too. So it's really more used in, like I said, the fall and the winter. Well, foiled again. I don't want to go through all that grass. Although it does look like it's not as bad down there, but I think I'm going to head back to camp and relax. I'm going to hear some thunder. I hope I make it back to campsite before it rains. I don't have too much longer to go. I should be able to make it, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to be on the move now pretty quick. I'll check. Got this bootleg rain tarp for my tent. I hope it holds up. Like I said, if it's windy, I'm going to have to be in the truck, but I'm just hoping if we get anything, just a light drizzle, and my bootleg tent covering will make it through the night. Well, we had a bit of rain. It wasn't too bad. I hope my little bootleg tarp system worked. I don't want to take a look at it right now because it might drip some water in there, so I'm going to let it dry out and then I'll take a look inside. But it looks like it, you know, it was a light rain. It wasn't too bad. That and hopefully that's it for today and tonight, and I'll be able to sleep under the stars and no threat of rain. That'd be nice. But there's still some threatening clouds out there. But way in the distance it looks a little bit better. Hopefully that's what's coming our way. Stark contrast as I scan over and I turn around here and nothing but blue sky. It's beautiful. So hopefully that's gonna head over here and stay over here. And no more rain. That'd be good. Well, the sky is threatening again. I thought we were done with the rain. May have to turn back. Go a little bit longer, but I think I'm going to have to turn back. I don't play around with lightning. In July, typically the worst month for lightning in Florida. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn back. Maybe I'll do this trail for a night hike if it clears up later. Alright, finally rid of thunderstorms and lightning. It's gone away. So I'm going to do my second hike of the day on another horse trail. I've never been on this part, so kind of excited to see what's on it. And come back, prep a meal, light meal, because it's really, really hot. And when it's really, really hot, I don't really have a big appetite. So, just my pub sub and just relax. But no matter what, no matter how hot it is, I always have to have a campfire. So start a little fire once it gets dark. And I just sit by the fire and relax for a bit. And then get a nice, comfortable sleep out in the woods. But I'm still ready for some more walking now, so I'm going to enjoy walking on this horse trail, which I've never been on before, so it's something new. So, kind of stoked for that. So, I'll check back in if I see anything interesting. More beauties of the woods. It's nice not to hear the rumbling and the thunder anymore. And the blue sky's coming back. Alrighty, I'll check back in if I see anything interesting. Well, I'm definitely getting lots of mileage in today. I've done a lot of hiking today. In fact, I spent most of the day hiking and you know, a little bit of time at the campsite, but the campsite's for the fire later tonight. And some people are like, why are you having a fire when it's super hot and humid? But I'm just used to it. It doesn't, the heat doesn't bother me, you know, so I'm okay with that as long as you stay hydrated. But I don't like the cold. I'm a big baby when it gets cold, but the heat, humidity, that doesn't really bother me a lot. I'm used to it. And I got lots of shade in the woods too, which is always good. It's a nice stand of pines right there. Alrighty, I'll check back in a bit. The hurricane tree. I just got startled because I was walking down this trail and a wild turkey just flew off right in front of me. Didn't get it on film though. That happens to me a lot. I come across the wild turkeys and it's never when I'm filming. Lots of bird songs out here. Alrighty, hike with Mike out. And there's a wild turkey feather right there that must have fallen out when he was startled by me and flew right away. Well, the sky is getting dark again. I hope it doesn't rain, but like I said, each time I look at that pine tree there, the sky gets a little bit darker and darker each time behind it, so hopefully we'll avoid the rain. Well, I was going to do a fire because I love having a campfire, but even by I love heat, I'm a heat lover, but it's hotter than the gosh darn devil himself, so I'm not going to do a fire tonight. It's just too gosh darned hot. I was going to do a fire today, but it's really hot and I'm tired, but I'm just going to relax, probably go to bed early, but it's always nice to see a nice sunset at the end of the day. Wow, look at that sunset. Just absolutely beautiful. Morning time. A brand new day. Wakes up. Nice sunrise. Time to go for a short stroll in the woods. It's a nice morning. Gotta pack up soon. Just want to get a little bit of fresh air. Walk around a little bit. Not long. Sun's coming up. It's quiet. It was a good camping trip. It's relaxing. It's always good to get out as much as you can in the wilderness. So, gonna finish packing up in a little bit. Get everything all secured and head back home. There goes some deer.